Hello, this is our group presentation. Our group consists of three members, which is Fida, Gibran, and Asim myself. We are presenting this video presentation about a parser. The parser name is operator precedence parser. We have developed the parser in Java and we are presenting that parser in this video presentation. And first of all, Gibran will tell you about, Gibran will give you a brief introduction of the working of this parser.
Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamu alaikum. My name is Jibran Mohammad Naeem. So here is our project we made as our ma'am instruct us to make a final project of your semester on compiler construction subject. So we made a parser which is operator precedence parser which parse only the plus or multiplication productions that we made, that we embed a grammar and we use many libraries which are built in it. So in below the code, these are the libraries which we use, which Java library which we use in the below code for predefined functions such as like predefined functions of get, set, and something else. So we start here with the name of the class project of Java that we made. I actually made this project. First, I just type the name of project of class. So I don't change the name. So this is the class name, project of class. So we declare many variables such as we use in the below the code, such as int, count, static, array, list, वगैरह. And these are the variables which mostly use in the below the code, such as non-terminal, terminal, non-terminal length. This is the character array. This is the character we made it static because one time we initialize it. So these are the grammar. This is the grammar 2D array, which is string type. This is the variable of first and follow set array, which we use in below the code. So as the main method of our main project, we made it throw the exception. Suppose sometime exception came, so it will handle it. So here is the code which I made a string string, two string terminal like nt or t, which is familiar with the programming language, and I, j, n for use. So our grammar is based on the two production, or we say on multiplication or plus. Operator precedence parser only accept those production which include plus or multiply operator or expression. So yeah. So here we use two non-terminal which are s and e, and 10 terminal which are 11 terminal plus multiply 0 to 8, which are our terminal, which we use, which we directly built in that language. So if we run the program, so it will automatically take our non-terminal terminal production and made a pass and follow set. So next you will see. So these are the variables, non-terminal. Here the variable something like that, non-terminal, which store the length, something you will be familiar. Here we are converting the character array into non-terminal, which something like a string into character array. So as you can see, we store our production here in grammar 0 index. First production, which produced by s, e plus e, or e multiply e, and second production. So here we again store another production such as 0, 1 till 9 in array index 2D array 1, 0, 1, 1, 1, 2, 1, 3, 1, 4. So we directly store that production before the code. We don't want to runtime a person should enter the production. We directly built our grammar or production rules built in that. So here is our basic. I made a good way to look at better, such as our grammar as s produce e plus e or e multiply e. This is ambiguous here, as you know, but operator precedence parser will handle this, or it will become successful in that. So e produce 0, 1, 2 till 8. So this is our grammar, main grammar, and here is the first set of array that you saw in above the code. which made a string of non-terminal length. As you know, our grammar have two non-terminal s and he, so length of that string, that array will be 2. So now Asim will tell the next portion. Start.
Okay, so as this parser is operator precedence parser, so it will have a first set. The first set will be created of the grammar provided. So we have the grammar, we have two non-terminals in this grammar. One is E and other is S. And a follow set will be created of these two non-terminal. So here is this array, here the I value will be first 0 and then 1, which will be first E and then S, first S then E. Those two non-terminal will be passed to the method which is down below, and then after those operation and the method, it will return first set of the grammar. So now we will see the that method which will return the first set of our grammar. Okay, so here is this method. Here is this method, first method. It will get the value of I, which will be first 0 and then 1. Okay, so this will run about 1 2 3 loops, and the loops, and then there will be if condition. Here the actually work by uh, it actually work by the calling recursion method. It will it work by recursion, as it will call again and again itself. When the recursion ends, then here it will print the first set, like it will store the first set step by step, like one and then 2 and then 3, like that. So it will store one by one all those values of first set, and the end, when all these condition meet and the if condition met and else condition, after all these operation and ending of these loops above, so after ending of these loops above, the method will return the temp, and the temp, there will be the whole set of 1 2 3, that will be called the first set. So this first set will be then stored there in the array. So again, uh, on the next turn, this I value will be 1. This I value will be 1, and which another non-terminal, in that case will be E, will come here. So will pass here, and then this whole operation will run again. And after following all these methods, all these loops and if conditions, so it will create another first set which will be returned here, and that will be stored in that array. So now Fida will tell you about the follow set of this parser.
Assalamu alaikum. As the project was explained by Mr. Gibran Naheem and Mr. Asim, the first portion was explained by Gibran Naheem, that was all about the grammar, which type of grammar which we have taken. And the second portion was explained by Asim, that was first set. The third portion which I'm going to explain is the follow set. From this point, from the first set, Asim is selected and he has explained it, or you can say that he has gone through the remove duplicate. And now the task which was assigned to me, that is I'm going to demonstrate, or you can say that give the presentation about the follow set. You can say that from this point, for int I is equal to this, I is less than equal to I is less than non-terminal length I plus plus. When I is equal to 0, then the follow set is being called. And the follow set is being stored to the character array, that is the variable name FLO. Now the follow set, the followed function is defined in the below. Let me go to the below portion. When the parameter 0 was false and it is cached by the follow set, it is the complete demonstration of the follow set. And just I go through the code, what is written or what is being coded, what are the logic in the follow set. Just a small introduction in the briefing, the working process I'm going to explain of the follow set. What we did, we just took two array, that was a character array, and as well as we have taken a string, or you can say that these variables are declared, they are declared initialized in the first if I is equal to 0 0. When for the first time when I is passed, of course it is going to be 0. That was in the for loop, and it is passed from there, which was 0, and it is catch as 0. In here it is saying if I is equal to 0, then temp is equal to, you can say it's not s, it is $. We know that when the first grammar we have taken it, s is equal to e plus plus or e multiplied by e. Then the follow set of s, that of course will be $. Okay, after this point, for j is equal to 0, j is less than or equal to non-terminal length j plus plus. It's a for loop, you can say non-terminal length, that will be of course 2. We just only use 2. In the second, you can say nested for loop, for k is equal to 0, k is less than or equal to grammar 0, you can say that length k plus plus, this one, you can say that the length is 2. In here, in this portion, in this point, you can say string is being converted to the character array. It's a predefined method. And after this point, for I is equal to, for it is L is equal to 0, L is less than pro dot length, that is the length of the character array, I plus plus. In here it is being compared, you can say pro of L is equal to non-terminal. Of course that will not be, because in here only E is equal to, that will be E is equal to S, that will not be the case. Of course this complete, you can say app will not be run, you can say from here to from this point, all these are going to be bypassed, because that you can say they are not being compared. It will not go in the if loop, and it comes in here return temp. The value of temp, that will be for the first, for the s, that will be a cost $, and that will be returned to the function where it was called. You can say that. Then the value will be stored in this here. It means that $, will be stored. And similarly for loop will run till the condition is, you can say that true, it will run, and all those will be stored in this character. And after being stored in this character, then that will be printed follow set, and that will be, you can say that loop, and it will remove the duplicate. It's the only small function which we have taken it for the removal of the duplicate, and that will be printed. From this point, after that, we will explain that, we'll run the program and explain it. That will be, the first will be explained by Gibran, and the next will be explained by me.
As now, there is the term of input and tokenization and symbol table. So here is the code we define for the input, which we take an input, and we take that input and convert it and make tokens. This is the all code of tokenization which we implement as in our assignment. Also, as for this grammar, we also made this tokenization as plus or multiply and dollar operators. So we generate tokens, genes, and we show them in the output also. And we also make a file which will be read or write in that file and generate tokens to that file runtime. So there is a code of tokenization, reading and writing. And also we made symbol table by generating symbols in which the type of the symbol is suppose we enter input. So here is the input type, which type is string not, or here is the symbol table code, name of identifier, request for the name of input, which is input, which return the name of the input, and here we are showing. Now we will run the output. You will see what is happening there.
As in this program, the compiler's already operator precedence parser. We have the grammar S is equal to E plus E or E multiplied by E. E is equal to from 0 to 8. This is our grammar. We have taken it. In this, according to this grammar, we have generated our program, the first set. The first set for the, you can say for S, from this for E, from 0 to 8, you can see it from year to year. Of course, from 0 to 8, these are the first set. For the is, you can say that from 0 to 8, these are the first set of for is, for E. Now we come to the follow set of for the E as well as for the follow set of is. You can see that for the follow set of you can say that E. You can say that E is equal to 0 to 8. From year, you can say follow. Of course, what will be the follow of E? Plus will be the follow from year and as well as year. You can say multiply. Multiply will be the follow set as well as dollar will be the follow set of E. You can say for the S, dollar is the follow set of S. And the next input will be explained by Gibran.
Here we will give the input so we can check it will generate tokenization and symbol table for it. Just I am typing 1 plus 4 multiply by 7. In the last we have to end with $sign, so we will generate, it will be parsed like this. So here is the tokenization which I generate through my program, which is 477, something like this. Here is the symbol table, which is type symbol is the input, type is the string, scope of that symbol will be local. So our string is passed successfully. So also we work on the input parse through operator precedence relation table. We use the help of that. We generate input parsing table, which we learn in the class. So if we see in the file, there will be generate of the token. You can see by sharing the all screen. Here you will see. Here you can see that the input will be input tokenization generate in the input table, and write input txt file that tokenization will generate. So here is our project.